Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below. And you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking.
The Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube and ABS-CBN with the Philippine Star in partnership with Michael Alan Sikat, Congresswoman Maria Ferro Medica Abunda, Boy Sol, and Boy Abunda present. The interviews with the wives and children of the 2022 presidential candidates with Boy Abunda.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Please welcome my guests, Dynee, Ditan, Domagoso, and Patrick.
Hello po. Hey, Tito Boy.
At maraming salamat sa pagkakataong ito. Kumusta ang buhay kampanya, Dynee?
Nakakapagod, pero more than that, natutuwa ako kasi ngayon lang ako nakaikot talaga ng Pilipinas. And going there, especially in the Visayas area, people are very grateful. Yung bang malayo ka palang nakangiti na sila. So sa akin, that brings out the nervousness in me. You know, I'm just happy to be at the moment. Kaya, nag-enjoy ako so far. kahit kulang sa tulog.
Ano yung sinasabi ng mga tao sa'yo? Dahil hindi lamang kandidato si Mayor Isko, artista rin.
Yes.
Di ba? So, what do people tell you?
Ay, yan pala yung asawa ni Isko. Siya pala yun. Kasi hindi naman nila ako nakikita. At kahit mga anak ko.
The most unforgettable experience so far?
When I went to Southern Leyte, nagbigay ako ng mga relief doon kasi there was Odette. Nagulat ako, a very, very old lady got my hand. Akala ko na gagawin niya. Hinalikan niya ako sa kamay. Tapos naiiyak siya kasi pumunta ako doon at naghatid ng tulong. I mean, come on. Hindi ko naman binigay sa kanyang mundo eh. Di ba? Para gawin niya yun. Parang it's just too much, you know. I was really touched.
Patrick, nakakasama ka?
Every now and then. Mostly I'm doing school, but I tag along every now and then.
And when you do tag along, what do you do? What happens?
Well, one time I had to give a speech telling people my story, how I see my dad, how I was brought up. So, talking sometimes, yes.
So paano? Paano mo sinabi yun? When you spoke about your story, who you are, what your dad is like, do you remember what you said?
Oh yeah, I basically said that growing up, he taught me to develop my character. He taught me to have some integrity.
Dynee, ano ang contribution mo sa kampanya? I mean, meron ka bang sa mga blurbs, halimbawa, ni Mayor Isko o kaya sa estilo ng kampanya, may mga insights, inputs na nanggagaling sa'yo?
Kung ano yung ginagawa niya ngayon, I'm trying to duplicate it. Yung sa tingin namin na hindi niya na makakausap or hindi niya mapupuntahan, kung pwedeng ako naman ang pumunta, because I'm the closest to him. You know, like a surrogate. So ako yung nagpapaliwanag o nagpapakilala sa tao kung sino si Isko at ano ang kayang gawin ni Isko. So parang ako, I'm just one of them. Parang nagkwentuhan lang. Parang barkada lang na sinasabi mo kung ano yung pinapakilala mo isang tao. That's how I do it.
Ito'y, I think, one of the most polarized political crowd. Overwhelming praise, harsh bashing. How do you guys navigate this?
I don't read comments. Wala na akong time for that. Hindi ko nga ginagawa itong pagkampanya eh. So kung ano mang merong oras ako natitira, sa mga anak ko na lang.
I think I do the same. What's out of sight is out of mind. I tend to limit how much social media I see because you're on Facebook, you can't help but see all these criticisms about this candidate and that candidate. So putting a limit on that is healthy.
And wise.
Yes.
The idea of the presidency, Dynee, nung nagdesisyon si Mayor Isko na tumakbo para sa presidency, did he consult you?
Yes, he did.
How was that conversation like?
Sinabi niya, para ako atay huling nakaalam eh. Sinabi niya sa akin, Mami, desidido na ako. Tatakbo na akong presidente. Sabi ko, sure ka ba dyan? Sabi ko, ano ba yan? Another 6 years. Kailan ka magiging akin? Sabi niya, konti na lang. Nakapaghintay ka na nga ng 22 years, another 6 years. Bali, wala na yan. After nun, sayong-sayo na ako. But you really have to do this, Mami. Kailangan mo ako samahan dito. Sabi ko, well, I'll just support you as always. Ganun naman lagi eh. Di ba kung ano magpapasaya sa mahal mo, yun ang din ang gusto mo. Eh, ganun din naman siya sa akin.
Patrick, ikaw, how'd you know? And how was your reaction when you learned that Dad was running for the presidency?
He kind of sat all of us down, all the kids in the table, including my mom.
Yeah.
And my announcement siya. And I wasn't super shocked because there were a lot of rumors already. And when I asked him before, he said no, but I had a feeling that he was. So when he said it, I didn't think it was real. It took a while for me to settle in, okay, this is actually gonna happen. And when it did, I felt concerned for him, for his safety, because I know that there's gonna be a lot of noise, a lot of criticism, but at the same time, I felt proud and supportive of my dad.
Kanina sa'yo, Dynee, at ganun din siya sa akin. So, when you make a decision to do something, like in business, can you be more specific when Mayor Isko has been extremely supportive of what you did in the past?
Like when I want to open a business, sabi ko pa, gusto kong gawin to. O pag-aralan mo muna maigi. And then I will present it to him. Ay, okay yan. Kasi he cannot make me do something that I do not like.
Magaling sa negosyo si Isko.
Mas magaling ako.
Okay.
Kaya dyan siya sa politika, sa public service, dito ako. Dito ako mas magaling.
Iyong politika, akin ang negosyo.
Nasa akin ang kaban ng pamilya. Brief lang ang dadali niya.
Do you hold the purse?
Yes.
Ikaw ang may hawak ng pera.
Mas magaling ako may pagkakuripot ako ng konti. Maybe just practical.
Yeah. Pagdating sa pera, sino ang mas madaling hingan?
Definitely Papa. He's more of the enabler.
Yeah.
Bad cop to it.
No, when they were kids, gusto ko yung pag sa McDonald's lang na yun lang yung pwede ko ibili na toys. Ayoko masyadong bibili ng mahal na toys.
Yung giveaway?
Magsasawa rin naman sila, di ba?
Okay. Dynee, if you have it your way, would you want Mayor Isko to be president?
Of course. Different situation now. After what happened, or we're still in the pandemic, nakikita mo naman yung nangyari sa Pilipinas, ang nangyayari sa atin ngayon. And the way he handled the crisis here in Manila during the pandemic, masasabi ko, kaya niya. Kayang-kaya. Because itong pandemic, ito yung parang testing eh. Kung paano tayo makakuha ng mabuting leader, kung paano sila rumisponde nitong pandemya.
He'll be able to bring this to the whole country.
We already have proof. Eto na eh. Look around you. Paglabas mo pa lang ng pintuan na to, makikita mo na. Kami ang nauna lahat sa testing, sa pagbabakuna, at saka he's very proactive eh. You know, yung bang malayo pa lang, nakikita niya na yung kung paano siya mag-a-adjust. Inilalapit niya sa tao. Para ikaw na mismo, wala ka ng excuse.
Patrick, kung ikaw ang masusunod, would you want Papa to be president?
Of course, with all my heart. I agree wholeheartedly with my mom that my dad, I think, is the man for the job. Like she said, we have the receipts to show for it. We had an amazing COVID response, which I think he can replicate to the entire country.
Ginagawa namin itong series of interviews dahil ang paniniwala namin ay mas makikilala ang mga kandidato sa pagka-presidente kung mabubuo ang kwento by talking to the children, talking to the wives. So, Dynee, who are you when no one is watching?
Still the same. Kung ano yung nakikita mo ngayon, yun din ang makikita ng mga tao sa bahay pag walang ibang nakatingin.
Ilarawan mo nga ang sarili mo sa amin.
I'm funny, I'm outgoing, I'm crazy sometimes. I just want to be happy all the time. So I bring in too much energy with people around me. Ganon ako. Pero hindi ako marunong magtago ng emosyon ko. Prangka ko. Papakita ko sa'yo, pag galit ako. Papakita ko sa'yo pag gusto kita. Ayoko ng plastic.
Are you easy to forgive?
Me? Yeah, I forgive. I never forget.
Kasi nagpapakita ka ng emosyon. Pag galit, galit. But madali ka rin magpatawad.
Ay, oo.
Madali kang magsabing, that's okay. Pero you don't forget.
Yes. Parang tapos na yun. Move on na.
Yeah. Patrick, sino si Papa when no one is watching?
To be honest, I think the Isko that you see in public is generally is no different from the Isko at home.
Which is?
He's a public servant through and through. He's very passionate and committed to serving the people and providing for a family at the same time. That, he rarely has time for himself. But when he finally does, he likes to watch movies, sometimes with the kids. Sometimes he's malambing with my mom. Sometimes naghaharot siya with Drake or Bunso. So, work and family. That's my dad.
Dynee, how healthy is he?
Si Isko talagang kinukulit ko siya pa. Never forget to eat your meals. Kasi when he's working, he only takes coffee. Kaya niya magkape ng buong araw lang. At hindi pa yan mahilig mag-vitamins, nakakalimutan pa niya. Kaya yung mga tao nagtatanong, ano bang iniinom mo, Isko? Bakit parang hindi ka nawawalan ng energy? Siguro what feeds him is when he makes people smile. Yun yung pinaka-vitamins sa sarili niya. Feeling niya marami pa siyang kailangan gawin o marami pa siyang pwedeng tulungan. Yun talaga siya.
Anong mga indulgences ni Mayor
He likes watching movies kami.
as a family?
As a family. Or or documentaries. Oh my God, he loves war movies. That's why I cannot watch with him. Natotorete ako. World War I, World War II, the past presidents of the world. Gusto niya yung mga documentaries na yan. Parang ang dami niyang natututunan at i-share niya sa akin after.
He's a type.
He's a type.
Di ba? He would discuss what he saw or what he
with
just
a lot of enthusiasm.
Right. May mga collections ang papa mo?
I think he likes watches. Yeah,
He does.
He likes watches. But generally, I think he's a simple man. Like you give him steak, he'll want sinigang or monggo. You know what I mean? He's always like humble and almost simple.
Chill lang siya. Kaya siguro naging smooth yung relationship namin eh. Hindi siya reklamador. Kahit anong pakain mo sa kanya, okay lang yan. Parang iniisip niya kasi sa akin, sinasabi niya sa akin lagi, alam mo, Mami, sa dami ng hirap na pinagdaanan ko sa buhay, yung mga ganyan, hindi na pinoproblema yan, hindi na kinainisan yan. Wala talaga.
Habits na gusto ninyo or habits na ayaw nyo?
Pag tinatamad siyang maligo.
When he steals our chargers. Diba?
Talaga?
Because like when he comes home, he's usually so tired to go up get his. So he'll just find the nearest one. And all of a sudden, when where's my charger?
Then he brings it with him. Wala na.
Okay. What do you adore most about your papa?
That he is hardworking. That he is so committed to his job. And he works
He's a
tirelessly.
spoiler. Yun ang gusto mo.
Well, but I admire his work ethic. And it really shows.
Jokes that
Oh
nobody
my God.
laughs.
He's very corny.
He's very corny.
Very corny.
Katulad.
I don't know, it's Filipino jokes eh. You would know about it.
But he doesn't know how to deliver it. That's a problem eh. Dapat may tempo yun eh.
Does he mind pag walang tumatawa?
So itatranslate ko pa.
He will laugh despite no one else
Siyang
laughing.
tatawa sa
At
sarili
his
niyang
own
jokes.
jokes.
At his own jokes.
Okay.
Tapos kami yung huli na, joke pala yun.
Okay.
And when he's being serious, kami yung tumatawa.
Yeah.
Remember
that's so
that
true.
time?
Yeah.
We were in the car.
Yeah.
Let's go to the love story.
Oh.
Oh. Saan at paano kayo nagkita?
Nagkakilala kami sa Nakpil. Because before, di ba, gimmick area yan. I was still studying that time sa Ta. Oo. And then I'm also friends with the former mayor's son. So we were introduced kasi gusto raw niya akong makilala. So I was telling my friend si Ali, kunyari ka pa. Akala ko pinagtitripan lang ako. Kasi amongst my friends, ako lang yung that time ang may anak na. So everyone else was single. So akala ko parang pinagtitripan lang niya ako. So nung pinakilala kami, ayun, di na siya umalis sa tabi ko. And
Hindi na umiwalay.
I didn't like him that time. Kasi nga, syempre, loyal ako, ganyan. May aligid-aligid. Parang, okay lang ba to? So, para lang umalis siya, I said something na akala ko, Tatago sa kanya. Ay, wala siyang pakialam. Sabi ko,
What was it
sabi
like?
ko, alam mo, I just watched your movie a few days ago. Sabi ko, baduy mo mag-English, Taray. Sabi niya, trabaho lang yun. Okay. Hindi siya umalis. As in, pinanindigan niya, nandun siya, nakatingin siya sa akin the whole time. And I could see it from my peripheral.
He wanted to be introduced to you, which meant na nakita ka na niya.
Yes.
Saan daw?
Doon din, pagdating ko.
Doon.
As in, love at first sight.
Oh, it was love at first sight for
Ewan ko, wala naman
Mayor.
akong pinaligong gayuma nung araw na yun. Hindi ko alam kung bakit.
May special ba na pamamaraan nung nanliligaw si Mayor Isko sa'yo?
Parang hindi kami masyado nagkaligawan Lahat ng... Di ba siya mabilis siyang kumilos? Ganon din ako So ayoko ng paasa. Pag gusto ko. Pag ayaw ko. A week after I met him, kasi I already told him, the day after I met him, I told him, I think I know you like me, but don't waste your time. I said, I have a boyfriend and I have a son with my boyfriend. Sabi niya, okay, friends pa rin tayo. Sabi ko, wag na. Consolation prize pa yun Wag na. You don't have to, I won't have to tell anyone na nag-back out ka na. Sabi niya, hindi. Tuloy, kaibigan lang tayo. A week after I met him, isang buong araw hindi tumawag. Hindi nag-text. So sabi ko, uy, baka nagising na. Yung bang nag-give up na lang. Pagdating nung gabi, bago mag-alas 12, tumatawag. Asan ka? Sabi ko, nasa library. Library sa Nakpil, sa Malate. Sabi, pupunta ako dyan. Ay, ang tapang. Naisip ko, meron ng tapang sa alak to Iba. Pagdating, syempre, naghihiyawan na yung mga tao sa library, di ba? Yung mga nagsishow. Nakatiklop yung barong Tagalog niya. Galing sesyon. Po sa tabi ko.
He was a counselor
He was a counselor.
during the time. Okay.
Sabi niya sa akin, with a very loud voice, alam mo pag lasing ka, di ba? Parang
At maliit ang library.
Maliit ang library. Nasa may stage kami. Kung eto yung stage, nandun ako sa gilid.
Oo.
Tumabi siya sa akin. Ang sabi niya, alam mo, karma ba kita? Ang harsh. Sabi ko, alam mo kasi, ang dami na bang ibang babae dyan Bakit ikaw pa? Ba? Alam mo, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. 3 beses yon. Because I love you. Lahat ng tao sa library, palakpakan, parang pelikula. Yung pala, wala na pala nagsishow, lahat pala nakikinig lang sa amin. Ganon siya sinabi niya in public talaga. Sabay, hinila ko na siya palabas. Mamaya ka nagkakwento, iba.
Pero during that time, hiwalay ka na sa boyfriend mo.
Malapit na. I'm so sorry. But he knows the story.
Malapit na.
He knows the story. It's a
Okay.
long-distance relationship because he was studying in America that time.
All right. Okay. So, hinila mo na sa labas and that started it.
Pinauwi ko lang. Kasi nakakahiya
Pinauwi mo lang.
Pinauwi
Pero
ko lang.
may assurance.
Medyo, pero after 1 month, sinagot ko na siya. Kasi baka mauntog magbago pa isip. So ayoko na magpakipot ng ganun kahaba, But right after that, 1 week pa lang kaming mag-on or mag-boyfriend and girlfriend, niyaya ko na siya magpakasal.
How'd you do it?
Nasa Skyway kami, ihatid niya ako papuntang Las Piñas after school. And it was almost his birthday. So October 24, sinagot ko siya October 8. So a week after that, I said, anong gusto mong regalo? What gift do you want for your birthday? Sabi ko, wag masyadong mahal Sabi ko, estudyante pa lang ako, hindi ako ganun, I don't have much money. And then I said, anong gusto mo for your birthday? Sabi niya, wala. At this point in time, wala akong kailangan kasi may negosyo ako, artista ako, may politiko ako, okay naman ang nanay ko, may girlfriend pa ako, so there's really nothing that I want for my birthday. Sabi ko, gusto mo, pakasal tayo. It was a damn joke. I didn't know he was gonna take it seriously. Right then and there, he picked up his phone, cellphone ganyan. Tinatawagan niya na yung staff niya. Ipaayos na raw yung papel para kumuha ng marriage license. Binigyan niya yung buong detalye ng pangalan ko. Sabi ko, totoo kaya to? Yung pala, inasikaso niya na. And then he told me, mag-set tayo ng date kailangan December 8 kasi immaculate conception para blessed yung ating marriage. So nangyari, dumating ang araw na yon. Hindi ako nakarating. Nakaset na. And Ian De Leon was one of the witnesses and some of his friends, his staff. We did it. We were supposed to do it in one of the hotels here in Malate. It was a small parang room. Doon lang yung ceremony. Hindi ako nakarating. Sabi ko kasi sa kanya, nalaman ng mami ko for I don't know what reason na nakarating sa kanya yung balita, sabi ko, wag na lang natin ituloy. Let's just postpone it for another day. Kasi naiya ako magsinungaling
You were talking about December 8.
Yeah, I'm talking about December 8.
Hindi ka nakarating.
Hindi ako nakarating. Umaga pa lang sinabi ko na sa kanya, i-cancel mo. Mga next week na, or maybe 2 days from now, just not today. Doon ko unang narinig yung salita na, pag gusto, mami, pag gusto, Dynee, maraming paraan. Pag ayaw, maraming dahilan. So, tumatak sa isip ko yun. Pero hindi pa rin ako nakarating. Kasi nga, meron akong dahilan. At saka may fever ko na, you had a fever that day. So, I can't just leave. I cannot tell my mom na, I told her kasi I was going to duty-free. I know, right? How lame. So, sabi niya, duty-free lang yan. Pwede pa yan the next day kasi 48 hours naman yan eh. So, yun. So, when I met him the next day, magang-maga yung mata niya. Siyempre.
So,
Cry lalo
kailan
siya.
natuloy ang kasal?
Isang araw na lang, binigla niya ako. Sabi niya, gusto mo pa ba akong pakasalan? Sabi ko, oo naman. O sige, gugulatan na lang kita one of these days. As in, nagulat ako. January 10, may pasok na ulit, back to school na. I was wearing my typical ganyan, punit-punit na jeans. Sinundo niya ako because I have a 5-hour break sa Lasal noon. Sabi niya, punta tayo ng Cafe Adriatico. Sa tapat nun, merong Mil de Vicentos. It's, like in front of the main Cafe Adriatico. Kakasal tayo mamaya. Okay. So natuloy. That day, as in, umuwi ako ng may sing-sing.
Paano mo sinabi sa mama?
Hindi ko agad sinabi. Hinintay ko na nung February sabi ni Isko, magsama na tayo. Sabi ko, ha? Ang bilis naman lahat. Alam mo yun, parang hindi pa ako ready. Sabi niya, ganun mag-asawa na tayo. Magpapaalam ako sa magulang mo. Ako yung kinakabahan. I didn't want him to go kasi baka habulin siya ng itak ng daddy ko. Hindi, pumunta siya. Kinausap niya seryoso yung parents ko.
Your dad?
He's okay. As long as masaya ako. So, wala siya masyadong... Hindi ko alam kung hindi siya nagsalita kasi it hurt so much or good riddance. I don't know. I hope not.
Pero that place where you got married is also a restaurant owned by Cafe Adriatico.
Yes,
Di ba
sir.
yung sa
Sa tapat. Oo.
Oo.
Sa second floor nun kasi nagsasara
Naalala ko
yun
yun.
paghapon.
Naalala
So,
ko
doon
yun.
kami kinasal.
You have a girlfriend, Patrick?
Yes, I do. Her name is Dia.
Gaano kahirap, gaano kadali ang magkaroon ng girlfriend in the context of having mom and, papa?
Oh no, not at all. Like I think they're accepting.
Do they have to like your girlfriends?
Oh, that's important to me. Yes, like because that's a big sign, I guess, almost of your compatibility if your mom would approve. Because right, in some way, our relationship with our mom, it's reflected in how we treat other women.
Okay.
So if in some way if she disapproves of her, there must be a good reason. But it's good naman. Like she has a good relationship with my girlfriend actually.
You've been married for like 22, going, I think, 23 years?
No,
20
22 years.
22 years.
Nung January 10.
How do you keep that in it, that passion alive?
Baka sweet ako, because we seldom see each other. Parang bihirang-bihira. In a day, pag uwi niya, late na. So just, few hours of conversing. So, namimiss namin yung isa't isa.
Oo.
Tsaka ayokong maalis yun eh. Ayokong, since I told you, harot ako, medyo... Gusto ko para pa rin kaming boyfriend-girlfriend. Maniniwala kahit sa loob ng sasakyan, magka-holding hands pa rin kami. Pag natutulog, they would always tell us, Mom, Papa, get a room. Because that's how we are.
Uh-huh. How were you raised?
Yeah,
Sinong
well-
strict? Sinong disciplinarian? Napalo ba kayo?
When it was serious, when I got caught hitting my siblings, for example. So that's when I got hit as well. But
Paanong hit?
I think with a ruler.
Okay.
But that's or chinelas, but that's a thing.
That's a
I
Pinoy thing?
Yeah, it's a Pinoy thing.
And who would
So,
do this? Mama, Papa?
My dad
Okay.
before when I was younger, back when I was really young. Yeah, so I think my dad is they both like to discipline us, but I think generally my mom is
Because I'm the only one.
my
I'm
mom
the-
is kind of less scary.
I'm less scary?
You're less scary.
Oh, I didn't know that.
My
I thought I was
dad
scarier.
has loads of patience, but if you cross
Oh, yeah.
that boundary, he's gonna explode. My mom
Always
her-
explodes.
Zero patience. Always explodes. So when you see it, it's a normal thing.
You somehow get used to it.
Yes, yes.
Normal, just like music.
Just another day.
How is your relationship with your siblings?
We're very close. We're very open with each other. We like to talk about our personal lives. Which is normal to us, I guess.
Walang mga lihim.
I guess there are some. Like, we don't tell each other everything, but we're generally very open. There is some reservation, we spare each other the dirty details, but
Okay.
the gist is there.
I get that. Dynee, is Mayor Isko faithful?
Sabi niya. Ewan ko. Ewan ko lang kung may balita mga Marites.
But you would know. Di ba? You have that sense.
Ang babae may
di ba?
special intuition eh.
Meron.
Wala naman. Wala naman.
How is the mayor as a lover?
Baka maraming mainggit eh. Kaya nga may mga kontra-inggitera ako eh. Kasi hindi kayo maniniwala eh. Alam mo, yung totoo hanggang ngayon ha, 22 years, kahit sila eh. They always tell me, you know what, my friends' parents, they're not like you. They're kind of aloof. Kami hindi. Mas sweet pa nga kami minsan kami ni Isko kumpara sa kanilang dalawang mag-girlfriend eh. Kano kami, tsaka very open yung communication namin ni Papa. Kasi na-realize namin yan eh. When he stopped from politics last time, in 2016, he felt na parang siyang nalagasan, nawalan ng mga kaibigan. Yun ang naramdaman niya. At naramdaman din niya na at the end of the day, ako lang talaga yung number one fan niya. Pero at the same time, sinasabi ko rin sa kanya, pag hindi ako komportable, pag hindi ko gusto yung ginagawa niya, I also tell him, lagi niyang sinasabi sa akin, ano ka ba, you're supposed to support me, asawa kita. Ay, mali, Papa. Mahal kita, kaya ako sinasabi na mali yan. Ganun ako. Kaya, I call him my best friend.
Yeah.
Wala kaming tinatawag sa atin. Yun ang pagkakaalam ko, ha? Wala kaming tinatawag. Pero ako, I tell him everything. Everything that happened to me the whole day, kahit na simple. Yung simple yung kwentuhan pag-uwi, kasi ayaw niya na pag-usapan ng politika eh. So when he comes home, he asks me, alam mo naman ang ginagawa ko sa bahay, hindi naman karamihan, but he still asks me, anong ginawa mo? Talaga? Yun ang niluto mo? Ako sa mga bata.
Di cook?
I do. Ako talaga ang cook sa bahay.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya nga ang tawag sa akin, Mayor Domagoso. Ako ang Mayor Doma ng bahay.
That's right.
I'm very
I saw
OC.
that. Pero sweet ka rin sa kanya.
Makakalimang anak ba ako kung hindi
I
ako
know.
sweet?
Kasi sweet si Isko eh. Sa mayor.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes, he is.
If you were to describe yourself as a son, how would you do it?
I'm very supportive of my parents, and I am also responsible over my siblings.
If you learned one important love lesson from your parents, what would that be?
I think it's communication, because I see how much they talk to each other. They don't leave anything to a secret, which I think is one of the keys to a healthy relationship. So seeing how the way they are with each other, I think I definitely take from that and bring it to my own relationship, knowing that's the right thing to do. That's healthy. That's how you stay connected, and that's how the relationship gets renewed every time, so it doesn't get old.
Right now, at 21, what do you know about love for sure?
That it's something you work on day by day.
May natutunan ka rin pala.
No, but as a family, what do you talk about?
Oh, food.
Do you require food? Do you require your children to join you for lunch at least,
Oh, yes.
Talaga meron dinners
Sunday,
together.
it's a must.
Sunday
lunch
is a must.
Yes, everyone is present in attendance.
Kahit anong
for-
mangyari.
Yes.
What do you talk about aside from food? Do you talk about money? Do you talk about love? Do you talk about religion? Do you talk about sex?
Everything. Everything. If they're curious about something, I answer the questions. Walang, mas maganda na sa amin matutunan kaysa sa labas eh.
Politics. You talk about politics.
Not so
Not
much.
really.
Okay.
Not really.
Allergic.
Money.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, sometimes. Especially I'm the eldest. So I think I'm experiencing firsthand how to earn money, and my dad sometimes he likes to give me advice on how to, make more, how to save, where to put it.
Social media, mobile phones.
Hindi kami ma-social media. Even Joaquin is just, forced to post something. Pero technically, even me. I just post sometimes or check on friends, pero hindi ako talaga mahilig.
What about you and your siblings? Ma-social media kayo?
I think my sister the most. Me, personally, no. My brother Joaquin, yes, because he's also an artista.
That's right.
But I think my sister is the most active user of social media, Instagram and Facebook.
Dynee, let's talk about public scrutiny. Inevitably, when you, pag pinalad si Mayor Isko maging presidente ng Pilipinas, I know you've been exposed to, the public with your dad, with your papa, with your husband as mayor, but it's different when one becomes president of this country. Do you think about it? The public scrutiny?
Sa ngayon, hindi ko pa
Hindi pa.
iniisip.
Na pati siko, pati kilay, pati buhok, lahat yan makikita ng tao. Hindi lamang dito sa Pilipinas. We become a global village. So you're not thinking about it yet.
No.
Pero Dynee, do you think about the role that you would want to take as First Lady?
I've been asked that same question before, pero isa lang din ang sinagot ko eh. Kung si Isko magiging presidente, mas lalo mawawala ng isang magulang present sa mga anak ko. So, I think I really have to work double time. Not only that, kailangan ko para tuloy kung paano pangalagaan ng asawa ko. So, I want to stay as a mother, as a wife. But, hypothetically, sinabi na, ba't hindi ako tumulong sa gobyerno? I'll probably help on sports. Gusto kong tumulong para mas mapaganda yung sports sa Pilipinas. Kasi we always hear na the government is always expecting for the athletes to get gold medal, to get medals, pero wala namang ganun support. So para bang, di ba, you reap what you sow. Huwag kang mag-expect ng maraming makukuha kung wala ka naman tinatanim. At nakita ko yun when I was an athlete.
That's
so
right.
I want to help on that field.
I was about to say that because atleta ka, kaya alam mo. You really have a black belt. Galing?
Oh, yes, sir. Lahat kami magkakapatid. We were part of the national team before. My brother...
For?
Taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
My eldest brother was the first gold medalist for the Philippines
In Taekwondo.
in Taekwondo. And my uncle was the first medalist in Taekwondo for the Philippines.
That's where you're coming from when you said that you want to get involved in sports programs.
Yes, sir.
Pero ngayon lang na napapag-usapan natin, inevitably, you will also be the fashion ambassador, the art ambassador. Would you promote, for example, the terno? Would you promote a certain kind of dress?
Oh, mahilig ako sa mga native. Order ako ng mga weave na skirts. Oh, I love those. Native bags, I love it. Kaya yung when I go to a new place, may sinasabit dito na inuuwi ko yun. Kasi patingin pa, tinatabi ko yun. I like it eh.
It's something that
local.
I think you would pursue. Ngayon, even as First Lady of Manila, are you involved in some programs and hindi?
I only joined the campaign like before. Every local campaign, I handle it. I also handle our organization. Pero once na nanalo na si Isko, balik na ako sa buhay pamilya, buhay negosyo. Hindi ako nakikialam sa kahit na anong palakad sa City Hall.
Dynee, friends who would come to you and say, Dynee, ilapit mo naman ito kay Mayor. Kailangan naman namin ng ganito. Do you have them?
Ayoko ng ganun. Dumaan kayo sa proseso. Merong iba nagagalit, mga, kamag-anak, hindi man lang naipasok sa eskwelahan, hindi man lang natulungan sa ganyan. Nung panahon na yun, ang katwiran namin is, pwede kang pumasok ng PLM kasi taga Maynila ka. Kung yung dating administrasyon, nagpasok ng mga taga San Juan, hindi pa pwede yan ngayon. Doon tayo sumunod lang tayo sa anong dapat. Di ba? Ayoko ng ganun eh. Pag hiningi mo sa akin, hindi kita kaibigan. Dahil may kailangan ka lang sa akin, kaya mo ko kinakaibigan. Doon ako naiinis.
Patrick, ikaw. I mean, people who ask for favors. How do you handle them?
Generally, I won't indulge them. But there are some good friends of mine that asking for a bit of a connect, which I'm more than happy to do. It depends too on the favor they ask. Like they won't ask for much. Like a meeting is okay, is normal. That's good. But anything more, I generally don't.
Merong relasyon si Mayor Isko, na ganun sa tao. Napakadaling lapitan at pag tinawagan mo, sumasagot. Pag itinext mo, sumasagot
Kahit anong oras.
kahit anong oras.
Kahit alas 6 sa madaling araw.
Kahit anong oras.
Micromanager si Isko. Talagang
Very.
gusto niya tutukan.
So, pag-usapan natin ng security. I know you at present have to be secured by, security personnel because hindi. Talaga.
Wala. Na-level up na nga ako, may driver na ako ngayon. Dati wala. Kasi walang pasok ang mga bata.
Kailan
ako
ka lang
gumagamit.
nagka-driver?
Nung wala kasing pasok ang mga kids eh.
Okay.
So, I use it.
So, kung may pasok,
Sa kanila, priority sila. Kaya ko namang mag-drive eh.
no, but that changes when you become first family. Do you think about the security that you will be dealing with?
Well, for me right now, no. I think we're so
Yeah.
far away that we haven't thought about that enough yet. But I think when the time comes, we'd understand what this
The
is
protocols
for,
are,
what the
yeah.
protocol is.
Yeah.
And I think I'd be accepting of it. It might be, it might take some time to get some used to, because we are a private family and we enjoy our privacy. But if this is what it takes, then we'll accept it.
It's a small price to pay. Compared to the massive, colossal job that your father is going to take
True,
on.
very true.
Di ba?
Maliit na bagay.
Maliit na bagay. But I also understand na for a very private family like yours, medyo it's a new concept na kahit saan pumunta ay may advance party, may nakapaligid, may sumusunod, may kaliwa, kanan. Do you also think about the perks?
Actually, ngayon, medyo na-experience ko na. Like, when I go to a province, then I always tell them, anong kaguluhan to? Kalma, ako lang to. Kasi hindi ako sanay ng ganon. Like, gusto ko chill lang, Parang kakapareho lang tayo.
But it's the office also that carries with it the extra special value of your presence. Lalo na pag naging presidente ang iyong asawa. I'm just really so glad that you are where you are. At saka na natin iproseso yun. Pero napakahalaga ng role kasi ng first family. Ang daming kwento kasi like ngayon, ang third wife ni Prime Minister Boris Johnson ng England, she's supposed to be one of the most influential first ladies in the world. Ito yung mga usap-usapan. Ang gusto halimbawa ni Prime Minister Johnson ay blue na tulog. Pagkagising niyan, green na. That's how influential daw the wife is.
Kaya ayoko nakikialam. That's the same reason also.
Kaya naunawaan kita eh. President Macron of France wanted Brigitte Macron to be officially appointed by the parliament. Kasi may sweldo pala ang first lady.
Oh, there.
Hindi inapprove ng parliament. So, iba-iba. Bawat bayan ang sensibility, ang sensitivities din ng mga tao. But it's a big role. It's really a big role. Pero sa ngayon, during the campaign, wala pa ito sa inyong isipan?
Hindi ko. It never actually
Wala pa.
crossed my mind.
Okay.
No.
Let's talk about things that you will be asked along the way. Your take on divorce, Dynee.
Yes. Mali mo, hindi pa yun ang forever mo. Diba? We're all here for pursuit of happiness. Baka maging road to perdition yun eh.
All right. Patrick, ikaw, I want to pick on your brains. Your take on divorce.
I think people should have the right to decide if a marriage is not for them. So I am for divorce.
Same-sex marriage.
I'm for same-sex civil union, but not for same-sex marriage.
Para lang sa mga nagmamasid sa atin, anong pagkakaiba ng konsepto ng union at saka ng marriage?
I think marriage has something to do with the Catholic Church. Like marriage has its roots in Christianity.
Okay.
And historically speaking, they're against homosexuality. And I know we live in modern times and people are slowly being more open to that. But I believe that at this point in time, well, we need to have a discussion in it because people who want same-sex marriage will be strongly opposed by the Catholic Church. And as you know, we're a predominantly Christian country. So I think it might take some time, and we need to have a discussion on that.
Samantala ang union, lahat ng karapatan ng mag-asawa ay naroon, nakapaloob doon sa union na concept na sinasabi mo. Alright. Dynee, ikaw?
I am for same-sex marriage. As long as there's a law that allows it, that's okay. Okay sa akin yun.
Abortion.
No. I'm sorry. No. No talaga. Every life is sacred. So, pag dumating yan kahit unexpected, binigay ng pagkakataon, hindi bibigay sa'yo ng Diyos yan kung hindi mo kakayaning lagpasan yan. So, no.
Patrick.
Abortion, no. I think that every life has to be valued.
Dynee, sa lahat ng sinasabing kahinaan, kasiraan, laban sa iyong asawa, anong nais mong sabihin?
God bless you. Bala na ang Diyos sa inyo. Na sana balang araw, mas makita niyo yung totoong isko.
Patrick, ikaw, what do you want to say?
I think the truth will always come out at the end of the day. And the truth is beyond all those petty criticisms and propaganda against against my father.
Dynee, nanonood ang sambayanan. Ang tanong, bakit si Mayor Isko?
Bakit si Isko? Pero sa tingin ko si Isko, yung siya, nangangampanya siya bilang susunod na Pangulo para with proof, with evidences. Yung iba, promises and excuses. Si Isko may napatunayan na at malaking factor yung dumaan sa ating pandemya ngayon because we need a good crisis manager. There's gonna be an aftermath after this. We're in a pandemic. Mas malala yung haharapin natin after. We need a person who can actually deliver, who has good ideas. Para sa akin kasi he's a visionary eh. Alam mo yun, parang proactive siya, nakikita niya yung mga susunod na steps, at lagi nila sinasabi, si Isko nagmamadali. Dapat lang. Hindi pwedeng mas mabagal tayo kaysa sa problema. We need someone who can act fast. A man of action, and who can do it the fastest time. That's Isko.
Patrick, ikaw, bakit ang papa mo?
Because he's effective. You know, he moves fast. When there's a problem in front of him, he'll generate his own ideas, but at the same time, he's also open to hearing experts' opinion. Generally, he has the receipts to show for it. Just look at Manila. It's clean, and COVID, he's built housing for the poor and had one of the best COVID responses. I think that over time, people will see that he's the man for the job.
Trending news bukas. Give it a hashtag.
Ako muna. Switch to Isko. Ha? Yan ang hashtag ko.
Hashtag Isko for the Philippines.
Maraming salamat. Thank you to the both of you. Maraming salamat for your time. And mabuhay kayong dalawa, mabuhay ang Pilipinas, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sponsored by Jonathan So and Carl Macadangdang of Tok Tok and Show My King, Richard Guico of Bigas Pilipinas, Marco Ballesteros of Ultra Fit Coffee, Boy So of La Carmela de Boracay.
Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below. And you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking.